Hello, if you're seeing this video, this is a divinely guided message for you. My name is Heru. I am a spiritually guided wealth coach here to deliver you the things that you need to unblock the flow in your life. So the card that I'm seeing immediately and that I have been deeply guided to share with you today is the Great Severing. So this card speaks about Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. You may be feeling a lot of internal chaos or a lot of internal frustrations as you shift and reshape a new reality. Spirit and your guides are asking you to soften to love, as this great severing has a lot to do with who you were pretending to be, or it's almost like you're ripping a mask off of yourself. This has a lot to do with the people in your world, as well as whom you've been performing towards or wanting to convince of. This card is red, so there's the root chakra there, but also you can see there is a body of water carving out a path between two mountains. So you're in this space of valleying, venturing between valleys, navigating the shadow of death. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I ruminate, I resonate, and I remember. You're in this space where Spirit is asking you to remember what you want and remember why you decided to journey in the first place. This is important for you because you're either about to make some money with this remembrance, or it is determining your next career move or your next step in life. You're being asked to ground yourself. This red color represents the root chakra, and it represents an ability to root to rise. You're not in trouble. You're not late. And you aren't in need of any further distillment, any further changes. You can work with what you've got, and what you have. You deserve applause around it. The Great Severing speaks about you having done a lot of work in separating yourself from past traumas, from dead weight, as well as severing themes, principles, and spirits within an old body that were holding you down. You're in your ascension journey, you know? So you are rising with each day, with each decision, with each iteration of a brand new you. And it's important for you to keep severing. It's like scything, cleaning out house, purging. But it has a lot to do with the spirit and a renewed spirit seen in the mind and a renewed mindset. You know this. Let me know how this is resonating with you. Even if it feels unfamiliar, Spirit is kind of saying that you have cleaved, separated yourself from former spaces of comfort, but it doesn't mean that this moment has to be, you're also being asked to sever the spirits attached to certain definitions. So if, for instance, we're not doing anything, who's to say that that's not a good thing to do no thing? Something like this. Let me know how this is resonating with you in the comments. Spirit is asking for you to create the timing, create in the moment of in between, create the pacing and create the definitions. You're in the great severing right now, and this is a financially fertile space in your life, because when you can redefine things, you can win from your redefinitions. Naturally, you can contextualize life for you. You can write yourself in as a winner. Yeah? This is what you seem to be doing now. Rewriting your story, severing and streamlining it from a harsher narrative. Sometimes when we look at our life and we say, oh, I was so messed up, and this is how I was disadvantaged, and this is how it has landed on me, and this is who I am now. It does form a mask, a victim mask. And that victim mask does encourage a vendetta, a narrative, a goal or a mission. But oftentimes that goal or mission is to be heard. And so sometimes when you hear yourself, it's important for you to begin a new journey. Because we do still have a vendetta, we still have something that we're working for. But it may not always have to be, I want to be heard now. You seem to be severing yourself from misaligned audiences, including the misaligned audiences within, and choosing to find better places and spaces to speak and speak towards. The great severing. This is definitely, remember like back in 2020, we were talking about it's gonna be a split, the great split. Well, this seems like this is it. It is spiritual. It is emotional. It is ideological. You're part of the great split right now. And it has a lot to do with that split along the lines of narcissism, narcissistic abuse, and participation in these narcissistic systems. The great severing is here, and you have chosen the right side of history. Seriously. And so Spirit is asking for you to allow this to land in your new being. The great severing, how it all looks and where it all lands, and where are all these relative spaces of newness in you, yeah? It's almost like you don't want to perform anymore, you don't want to hurt anymore, you don't want to cry anymore, you don't want to be victimized, and you certainly don't want to be a victim. So having these conversations immediately shifts you from victimhood to a journey in victorship, in victory. The great severing is here. So we're talking about when you have narratives of being victimized, what it does is create a vendetta of disadvantage, or like a vendetta of who I am and what I am not. But now you've gone down this journey of all that I have done, whether that's endured, been patient, given myself foresight. You've seen yourself into the future. Now you're here. The great severing is here. So now it's time for you to do the work of severance. The work of severance. Let me know how this is resonating with you so far. This is a beautiful channel. Let me know in the comments, what is your work of severance? Meaning, like, how are you addressing narcissistic abuse in your world? What are you wanting to say today? What is the meaning of this new life, the work of severance? So meaning, like, if we just went through the great separation, the great severance, if we went through this great split where you have taken yourself away from narcissistic abuse and all the things that you used to be and do in that chapter of abuse, now we're looking at a work of severance. What do you do in a chapter of freedom? What do you want to be known, or what do you want to pursue, or what do you want to perceive? The work of severance. What do you want to say? This is a beautiful opportunity, okay, for us to collaborate and co-create. Remember, in narcissistic systems, you're often in a fight or flight energy, which makes you pivot, adjust, survive, react. And I know that may feel like an organic baseline tool, but it is not. Remember, it's just a survival mechanism. You are being given the space and opportunity to create. And I know that creation may feel unfamiliar. Look at the card here. I know you may not be able to see it. It says baby steps. I always love showing you all how magical my work is. So you're in a space now of baby steps around your work of severance, because it is a true tool now. It's not just a reactive tool. It is a true expression to co-create, collaborate with God, collaborate with your feelings and with what you want to feel.